Adil again with another vlog, and this vlog is very, very important in terms of four most important thing what's going on in the market. So the first thing we will discuss about the current market situation in Canberra. The second most important thing is the new trend, which will be coming very, very soon in Canberra, and what is that new trend. Thirdly, we need to talk about what is the media role in terms of all of this chaos happening with the rate rises and stuff like that, and what will it have an impact on Canberra market and others. And the last thing is some news came through last week about the RBA shakeup. So what is all about those things? We will discuss in details about all of these four things in this vlog. I'm Adil from Edge Property Group, and you know that we usually talk about these vlogs. So let's jump in. The the time when COVID actually hit and the pandemic time and the property market shoot up. So at that time, the property market in Canberra was ridiculously expensive. And we all know that during the pandemic, the Canberra property market got the highest increase in terms of the prices. And they were about 38.3%. So that was the highest the Canberrans saw in terms of the property market boost. Everything was selling. Everything. I mean, like you put a shack on the market, it was selling for very, very high price. The prices were so high that the buyers were complaining at that time, like, look, we could not get properties. And first open came, and the second open came, and the property was sold at that time. So that was a time when the property market in Canberra actually went up to 38.3%. What happened now? What happened now in the last 12 months period in Canberra, the property market went down up to 8.8, or to be exact, like 9% in Canberra. But many of the pundits were thinking like the Canberra property market will go down to 30%, 32%, or maybe 25% least. But Canberra property market, according to the core logic data, it says like for the last 12 months, the Canberra property market went down to 8.8, maximum 9%, I would say, maximum. But in the last quarter of April to June, we could see where there were like 12 rate rises from the RBA, starting the cash rate from 0.1% to 4.1%. The Canberra property market has the fastest price drop of minus 9.5%. So this is for the last April to June I'm talking about, 2023. That was the fastest price drop compared to the last 12 months in Canberra. The price drop or the price correction was hardly 9%. So this is what happened in the Canberra property market. And this is the situation right now. So at the time of winter, because we are at the part of winter right now, there are not so many properties on the market, but we suspect as soon as the spring comes, which is the season of sale, lots of sellers have already thought about it, that we have to push our properties into the market. I talked about my second point, which is the media portrayal. As you know, that media is always about negative publicity about the Canberra market. So the media portrayal this time is actually completely doomed to the property market in Canberra. There is no boom. It's completely doomed. So this cannot be actually justified compared to what happened and what was predicted. The media prediction was at that time, and some people were thinking the Canberra property market was exactly like Sydney and Melbourne. But as I have always said in my vlogs, Canberra cannot be compared to Sydney and Melbourne at all. It's a very different market. We do not have lots of people living in this city. It's a capital city of Australia, but there is no distress selling here so far. I can guarantee you there is no distress selling in Canberra because we haven't heard, we haven't seen by our own eyes that Canberra property market is going through a distress selling. No. Canberra economy is quite strong, with a very higher disposable income, and there is a lot of public services here. And one of the factors I read about Canberra, which is like justified, that Canberra population is like around 400 to 450,000 dollars. Oh, sorry, 400 to 450,000 people. So the thing is, the Canberra property market does not have so many investors' properties. So the people, owner occupier, are a lot here in Canberra. So the media portrayal showing that the Canberra market is completely destroyed and it cannot be recovered is completely unjustified. Okay? That's what my take about the media. Regarding our third point, what is the new trend coming, which we will see very soon? As soon as we come out of this cold weather and we hit like September, October, November, or December some part, what will be the new trends? The new trend in Canberra will be there will be more investors' properties coming in the market. And what is our prediction? The prediction would be 36%. Around 36% investors will definitely push their properties on the market because they cannot bear the heat. What's going on? The price, the rate hikes have completely paused in this month, in the month of July, and there are no more rate hikes here. But the thing is, what people are expecting, what people are predicting, that there will be more investors' properties coming in the market soon. I've got calls from around 5 to 6 investors who thought like it's the time now that either they want to decide to sell their own home or their investors' properties or their own investment properties. They are thinking it's a viable option to sell their investment properties because it's no use keeping them. Because the thing is, they bought it at a very low rate and they put it on rental. They got good capital growth through that one as well, but they cannot keep that anymore because lots and lots of investors would be selling in springtime. Number two, why is it that the investors are selling their properties? The reason is the poor and very poor performance of the rental market in Canberra. Lots of rental houses are sitting on the marketplace and they are not leased. It's not like the olden days. Anything comes on the market in Canberra and leased easily. So there is a lot of things going on in this market that the rental properties are still staying on the market and they are not quite easily leased to the tenants because there's a lot of problems going on. There's a lot of like immigration issues in this city. So lots of cases are being pending and stuff like. Rate hikes are also another problem, and they cannot actually cope up with all of these things. So that's one of the reasons behind that. And most of the Canberrans who have their investment properties, they are thinking about putting them on the market quite soon. And my last point is the news which came to us last week, and Philip Lowe is no more there, and his job and his time or his period is finishing, his tenure is ending by in 2 months' time. So we have got some very different news came through last week that the government has decided that a new governor of the RBA would be Michelle Block, and she will take charge in the next 2 months as soon as Mr. Lowe will leave that high-profile job of RBA governor. So kind of a positive news for so many investors and sellers. Look, Philip Lowe is leaving. He's the man. He's leaving now. There'll be much changes coming to this market. Trust me, the price will be perfectly all right, blah, 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 and everything done. But the thing is, the damage has already been done. Because there's no way we can go back and we can reduce the rates again as soon as Miss Block will join, and she will reduce the cash rate immediately. She has to have a lot of things to do. She has to do a lot of things to make this things better. But my take about this whole thing happening in the RBA is, let's see what Mr. Lowe will do in the next 2 months. Will he leave a good legacy behind? Will he not increase any more rates for the next months like August and September and make the people of Australia a little bit relaxed and relieved? Or he will do the same in the month of August and September? We need to see this in the next few months. Thank you very much for watching this vlog. Bye bye.